This is the start of my journey to $1 million. I honestly don't know how long it will take or if I'll actually get there, but I'll document each step of the way, every single dollar earned and every single dollar lost as well. Over the past few years, I've been building this channel based on a brand of honesty and transparency. We've tried out hundreds of making money online methods, ways to invest, ways to grow your wealth, and I think the perfect way to amalgamate all of this and bring it all together is documenting this very, very tough journey. Why am I doing this? Before we go into how exactly I'll get there, I think it's important to take note of where we are now and where particularly I am at right now. And we are at this particular number, $234,000. This is the accumulation of my life's work is this number. I mean, I am more than this number, but realistically for this challenge, this is all that matters. And as you can see, just in the last year, I made $40,000, nearly $40,000 by doing nothing. And let's get into that. I primarily save and invest this money in the stock market, and what that does is essentially it allows this money to grow without me ever touching it. I don't sell it to make money, I just hold and the portfolio keeps on going up. That is going to be one element of this journey, and the second element is actually going to be finding out more ways to make money, because if I'm being quite honest with you, saving $1 million or having your investments return $1 million is not realistic, especially at the current all-time highs the market is at. We will need to find new ways to make money, but lucky for me, I have been trying and failing at this for quite a long time, but have found some successes. And those successes are what I'll actually focus on. The number one success being a freelancing business. I've been detailing this over the last year, how I've made thousands of dollars doing this, and my plan is to scale this even further and turn this $4,500 into $45,000. I know it is ambitious, it is 10x of what I have currently, but I think I have a few tricks up my sleeve to get to this number. The second part of this is going to be the dividend income I earn. I mentioned my stock portfolio briefly before, but dividend income is what you get for holding on to shares that pay profit payments to shareholders. I'll link a few of my payments here, a few of my ETFs that have paid me more than $500 per month on average for the last year. The more you keep on contributing, the more the snowball keeps on growing. Just as an example, a couple years ago, I was buying the same ETF, VDY. It paid me $10, and now it pays me more than $150 for the same ETF, for buying and holding and doing nothing else. And the third and most crucial element is going to be trying out new businesses, new ways to make money. I've tried out dozens, even hundreds in the last 3 years, but I'm gonna push this even further and document this on this channel just for everybody to see. I failed at a lot. I failed at literally most of the things that I've done, but that is okay. If we are going to reach this $1 million milestone, we need to be able to take risk, and I'm okay doing that. The only rule of this challenge is documenting everything. Every single week, I'll try out something new. Either it's going to work or it's not, and both ways, I'll be happy, because as long as I can document the process of slowly building wealth in a world where there are a lot of scammers. If you look at YouTube online, there's people selling you courses, there's people selling you dreams, there are people selling you crypto pump and dumps, there's people literally treating you as consumers and nothing else. And I want to break that. I want to show that you can be honest. I want to show that you can be yourself, you can be realistic, and you can still achieve that $1 million milestone that everybody wants to achieve. At least I do. I know you probably do if you clicked on this video, and we'll do it together and learn a few things in the process. And why I'm actually confident we can get to this milestone is because I believe in investing. I believe in the stock market, and here's why. We'll dig deeper into how to invest, but just look at the numbers here. I mentioned that this portfolio has returned me $40,000 in the last year, but the monthly chart is a sight to see. $9,000, mostly in tax-deductible, tax-free income. This is more tax-free income than I make every single month. Think about this, just let this process. This is more tax-free income than I make every single month. I basically found myself another job. And if you work 2 jobs for long enough, you should be able to reach $1 million. The time frame is unknown, and that is why we'll try to accelerate that. But the stock market is an excellent way for anybody to get started in investing and building their wealth, at least preserving it. And this is why I want you to look at this one particular stock, VFV. This is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, or the 500 biggest companies in the United States of America. Why is this important? This is because this ETF has returned 107% in the past 5 years alone. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be the same return for the next 5 years. What I am saying though is if you invest in the S&P 500, the 500 biggest companies in America, you are going to get a nice return. This world is not going to live without Microsoft, without Nvidia, without Google. You're watching this on YouTube. You're already using a Google product. If you have a job, you're probably using Microsoft products. These companies run our world, whether you like it or not. And the only way for us as normal people to achieve wealth, or at least some level of wealth, is putting our names and our money, stacking our chips with these extremely rich, powerful people. Which is why investing in the stock market, and particularly ETFs or exchange traded funds holding a lot of companies, is a good way to build wealth. This is going to be the core, the bread and butter of my portfolio and my wealth building in general. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the side hustles and the extra income I'm going to make, but if I don't invest that income, if I don't save, it's going to get me nowhere. You can make $1,000 every single month in extra income, but if you waste it all and don't invest it, you're not going to reach that $1 million milestone. Or at least that is my personal opinion. Before we end this video with the update and how much I actually made, did I grow closer to the goal this week or go further away from it? Hopefully not the latter. I think it's only fair if I detail the 3 main income streams I'm going to explore as part of this journey. The first one I mentioned is Fiverr.com. I have a freelancing business. And in this business, I help people prepare for interviews. If you're interested in freelancing, the first thing that you need to figure out is what you're actually good at. If you're not good at anything, I'm going to leave a link in the description. Open it. This link is by Upwork, and Upwork has listed out the most easy niches for beginners to get into. Don't take my word for it. This is the biggest freelancing platform out there. I think you should trust them. Once you get your niche, it's time to make a gig. Get your profile, get some gig pictures, and make sure you take inspiration from heavily people already in the niche. If you see freelancers in the writing niche that you like, see what they're doing. See what the top freelancers are doing, because that is exactly what's working. Once you take that, put your own spin on it, get an editing software like Canva, and make your thumbnails. Make a thumbnail that is attractive and price extremely low. This is how I got most of my customers, is by pricing low at the start. I had no reviews, I had no feedback. I needed to price dirt cheap at $5 to get those initial impressions. If you follow these 3 quick steps, I can almost guarantee you'll get some orders. The only thing you need to be careful of is actually delivering good work. Most of the freelancers I know that are successful are actually really good at what they do. So you need to be good at your services, but I can guarantee you'll get those initial orders if you follow my 3-step approach. If you don't, tell me in the comments, I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. I guarantee it. Even an average guy like me could get orders. I think you can get orders for sure. The second part is going to be dividends. Dividends, as I mentioned, are profit payments companies pay shareholders. If you buy stocks and ETFs, if you're following the initial premise of this video that investing is going to be the primary way we grow our wealth, you should already be investing in the stock market. If you're not, just search how to invest in stocks plus the name of your country and start investing. You literally thank your future self 10 years down the line, even 5 years down the line, for investing in the stock market. That is how billionaires and millionaires both grow their wealth. Dividends are just a way to capture some of those gains and then reinvest them as we want. My dividend portfolio now pays me around $6,500. So that's $6,500 for literally doing nothing, more than $500 a month. I'm going to scale this income as my portfolio grows and as I get income from my other hustles to invest. That is going to be a core income that I'm going to grow, and I'm hopefully going to grow this to $1,000 per month, which is going to be an exceptional milestone for me. The third element is going to be new businesses taking on more risk and then trying out new side hustles and new ways to make money. And this is the part I'm actually most excited for. I'm excited to try out new things. I'm excited to showcase to you and the world that hey, there might actually be good making money online opportunities out there, or just making money opportunities in general if I decide to set up an in-person business. Let's end the first video, the beginning chapter of this journey, with the weekly update. And the weekly update is this week was exceptional. I made around $3,000 in the stock market alone just because of positive sentiment around Fed rate cuts. If you don't know what interest rates are, they are essentially the cost of borrowing money from the central bank. And if they cut interest rates in a particular country, it is cheaper to borrow money, it's cheaper to invest money in businesses and grow them, and the economy, particularly the stock market, loves that. So because of that, I made a lot of money as well. Like I said, I'm not a smart person, I'm just attaching myself to other smart people that are very powerful. So I guess I'm smart in a way, but not like exceptionally smart. I also made some money in dividends from some companies and other ETFs, but nothing really to talk about, less than $50. Not always good though. I got no orders from my freelancing business, even though my pricing strategy is competitive. my thumbnails are good, everything is good. It's just that some weeks you don't get any orders or any customers, and that's fine. We'll keep it rolling. And unfortunately, this week, I did not get any time to try out new businesses or try out a new side hustle, a new way to make money online, because some of the things I want to try are more detailed and require a lot of effort to set up, but I still want to see if they work or not, and that should be sort of a teaser for next week, because next week, we're going to be detailing one of those things along with giving a weekly update and also investing. I think I should be investing in public. I did that. I used to do that before. I think I should bring it back. But we're going to be doing that again. That's it. I'm not a millionaire yet. I don't think I will be in the next week as well, unfortunately. Or maybe I will. Who knows? I guess you never know. Maybe I will. But I'll see you next week with a new update, a new make money online method that I tried, a mystery method that maybe worked, or maybe it didn't. There's a lot of scams in the personal finance space, a lot of people trying to sell you things in the side hustle space, but this is why I'm gonna try getting rich in public. I'll see you next week.